and let us all do we can to build a better future. Folks, this is a story that recently caught my attention, so we're going to deviate away from the show notes. The video I'm going to play is something that will be leading up to a larger story by next Friday. Fair and Balance and myself had DeFango on our show talking about Eliza Bleu. Now, on Monday's show, we went through a very detailed timeline in regards to who Eliza Bleu is, her story about being a victim of human trafficking. A lot of that's being called into question. There's a lot of holes into the timeline, and things are not adding up. And the reason why we were talking about it, Farron and myself, was because of the ramifications of just how much power Eliza Bleu has on the social media site Twitter. Now, we all have a past. Nobody is perfect. But since the Twitter files were revealed and they showed deplorable activities that were going unnoticed by the previous Twitter administration, Eliza Bleu put herself front and center as being the most vocal critic of the previous people running Twitter. Because of that, she has the ear of Elon Musk. And shockingly, her past started to come to light, to which some of her closest friends politely sent her a tweet asking her to clarify some recent videos and imagery that's come up that contradicts what she's been saying on far larger shows than Hard Lens Media. By being questioned, Eliza Bleu had Brittany Venti locked out of her Twitter account. And this calls into question just, well, okay, if that can happen to her, to Brittany, it can happen to anybody. And I stand against censorship. And if you have absolute power and no responsibility, then what is the difference with Twitter being run by Elon Musk and the previous people running Twitter? So the outstanding Fair and Balance put together this trailer for a video that she will be releasing next week, Friday. And I understand a lot of people respect and admire Eliza Bleu for speaking out with advocates of human trafficking who are against it. She has been, on a lot of larger shows, but now that's all being called into question. And I ask all of you to make the decision for yourselves too. And again, this video is credit to Fair and Balance. If you're not following her on social media, please do so. This is a trailer to a far larger project that she is working on.
Human trafficking survivor and an advocate who works directly with survivors. Everybody give it up for Eliza Bleu.
It was exactly what you think it would be.
And what sort of organizations are available to help people?
I'm one of those survivors that prefers given the opportunity to be free.
I don't understand. So someone creates a fake profile of you.
And that's how they would traffic me, sell me without my full consent.
So this is a kind of identity.
Now, here's the thing. When you're on the World Wide Web, the great plasma pool of the World Wide Web, any video, image, audio, I mean, it's out there. That doesn't necessarily count, but then again, let's play that again so all of you hear it.
That prefers given the opportunity to be free.
I don't understand. So someone creates a fake profile of you.
And that's how they would traffic me, sell me without my full consent.
So this is a kind of identity theft kind of situation.
Too inconsistent and too all over the place.
It's around the same time she said she was being sex trafficked. Doesn't really look like sex trafficking to me. You're twerking, you're humping the floor, you're showing your tits. It looks like the internet is completely turning 100% against her.
What's been your strangest booking request so far?
$150,000 to have sex. $150,000, that's a lot of money.
She's never mentioned any of this. Therefore, she's either lying about the past or she's lying about now. Either way, one way or another, this is an expose.
An individual who has a large social media following, as well as the ear of Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. I don't know who that person is. He looks like a handsome fellow, that Kid Cabello.
One way or another, this is an expose.
an individual who has a large social media following, as well as the ear of Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Hello, everyone. I have been locked out of my account on Twitter.
Brittany Venti, who is also a human trafficking advocate. Hey, Eliza Bleu, the sensitive topic. You don't have.
Now, just to be clear, Brittany and Eliza were also on a larger show too, and they've been friends. You know, at least that's what I guess Brittany thought. And this is the tweet in question. Now, reading it, I will read it to you guys as well. Hey, Eliza Bleu, it's a sensitive topic. You don't have to go into detail about being trafficked, but I'm hoping you clarify this thread. There's claims and videos in this thread that conflict with the timelines you gave and could distract from your anti-trafficking messaging. This tweet is not malicious. This tweet is not hostile. Now, maybe Eliza Bleu overreacted. I mean, maybe she's not happy about her past, but things are not adding up. And I've been seeing a couple people here in the live stream chat saying, yeah, this is pretty enraging that she's a grifter or that she's making money off of this and that, you know, her image, because again, being a world star hip hop music video, you're signing a freaking contract to be in said music video that's now online for everyone to look at. That's the issue in question. And unfortunately, it caused Brittany to be locked out of her Twitter account. Now, again, Eliza Bleu was boosted heavily by Elon Musk, especially when he began his initial stages of taking over Twitter and being made aware of some of the illegal and horrifying activities happening on Twitter. But an argument can be made that Eliza Bleu found something to attach her Apple card to. And now people are once again looking into her history. And we talked about this in a previous interview, and that interview is up on Hard Lens Media. Things are not adding up. And a lot of people who platform Eliza Bleu have an important decision to make on whether or not they're going to call her out or ask her some very serious questions, because this is not going to go away.
I have to go into detail about being trafficked, but I'm hoping you could clarify a thread.
This was the reasoning. Privately produced / distributed intimate media.
I don't like to go into too much detail.
You're seeing somebody supremely comfortable basically wearing a bustier, and then you got somebody that's like, I don't know what the heck what she was wearing. And it's like you're dealing with two different people.
More sinister details have come out around not only my current Twitter ban, as well as fellow content creator Brittany Venti, who have posted a publicly available photo. This whole allowing the system to be gained for people close to him, it seems very suspicious.
Yeah, I'm really an open book.
50% of all super chats will go to Eliza Bleu tonight to help human trafficking victims and to raise awareness.
Trafficking victim, that's going to help with me. And I'm a human trafficking survivor. But let me tell you what it can help by. Number one, I don't have internet. Anybody that feels.
Now, anyone who sees that video, hold on, I'm going to rewind it back right here to this interview that she's doing right here, where she says it's going to help me. And she says, number one, I don't have internet. She also lists a few other things in which she needs to get to help her out. Money to help her out. What? Hello, what are you talking about? Again, a lot of questions are being raised in regards to who Eliza Bleu is. And by the way, folks, Eliza Bleu is just one of her names. There's 5 other names out there.
Have internet.
That she's gone under the alias by.
Anybody that feels a need to contact me personally can text message me through a service called ChatStar.
Wait, ChatStar is a cam site? Hold up. Wait, what?
I won't ask those people to change their opinion for our sake. I would just ask them to consider one thing. What if you're wrong? Is it possible?
But what if I'm right, though?
When it comes to me, when I'm done, I'm done. And when I want to keep going, I'll keep going. You learn the hard way. So actually it got me like 500 new followers, so I'm cool on that.
There's a lot of things to unpack with that. Many people probably feel disgusted. Many people are probably hurt. Some people are indifferent and choosing not to talk about it. But Eliza has been on a lot of shows with a huge outreach to people. And if it turns out that this is all nothing but one big grift, which again, the timeline that she has, I understand that there are scumbag people in the music industry and the film industry. But even then, during the time where she was quote unquote being trafficked, I mean, Chatstar, that's a cam girl site. Being on World Star, and not one, but I think another music video too. It doesn't add up. You know, as it states right now, it is she's possibly 41 years old, but the time where she's saying she's been abused and trafficked, it doesn't add up to some of the other previous things that we've seen her in. She's been part of My Chemical Romance. She was a groupie with them. She was also on a show called Blind Date. And again, the timeline doesn't add up. And the reason why we do have to talk about this is because Brittany Venti, brought up some of the inconsistencies with her story. And again, they've been friends for quite some time before this fallout. And just like that, locked out of her Twitter account. So many people have a lot of questions to ask. And when it comes down to the horrific nature of the internet, if Eliza is just using it to capitalize her own gain, for her own gain, she's no better than the very people she's trying to condemn. In fact, it makes it worse because people trusted her. So next week, Friday, Fair and Balanced, at least according to the trailer, will be releasing this video. I urge everyone to please check that out. And again, the original video for that trailer was done by Fair and Balanced, good friend of the show. She joined me with an interview with Stefango. And if you haven't seen it yet, please do so. I feel disgusted by this, and I truly do feel sorry for anyone that put all their trust in Eliza, because the things that she has said and the stuff that she has done should now be called into question because things aren't adding up. And that's quite unfortunate.